think we need potatoes and we need clay. I don't know which order. My thought is that if we build a branch line here or something, we'll have another station here. We can then build more fishing ports down here, more houses here, and a train to supply all that and get them in and around this station. And just literally have a circuit running. You have one station here, possibly another station over here, potato farms, you know what I mean? What I don't understand about the game right now is, like, this fishing dock here, how does the food move across our town? So you've got like 1,300 fish. I presume they somehow find the way to the nearest market. Maybe. How does the food move around? I'm not really understanding that. There's 20 people working here, but they have to be within walking distance, I think, of the fishing docks. All market share inventory, right? But how does this stuff get from the fishing dock to the market? I have not asked Van, no. Fishing dock to storage house to market. So this building, which is serving that, it goes into here. And I can see them carrying stuff. So does it teleport from the storage to the market then? Or do people have to physically walk it to the market? Because I don't see anybody walking stuff to the market. I just want to understand conceptually what the game's doing. You think it teleports? It must do, because we have a marketplace here. And I don't see anybody going in and out of this. Like taking goods there. So I think, and I don't know, but I think they walk it from here to the storage. I can see them doing that. But after that, it just seems to distribute magically. Which means we could build more docks here with a storage bay and then a station. I've got a decent station I can just nick the blueprint from. We did have a potato farm. See, this needs to change now. This needs to be done on the distribution basis. Exactly what we did over here. We just don't have enough people. Right, okay. We need to expand our city and get more people. Which means we need another station and we need to have more houses. That's fine. Don't have a decent blueprint I can nick. Nah, we'll just do another one. We'll just hand roll one. Well, thank you, Boeing, for a 107 months of support. That's a long time, mate. Thank you very much. Almost 9 years of great content. Backed by your support. Might be time for another city to start transporting fish and potatoes to both of them. Maybe. I kind of feel right now I want to do a commuter run out of here. I think what we can do is create a branch off this. Trying to think where we want this. Maybe like that, actually. Have a station here that would supply this area, and then just loop them back. Then have another station up there, possibly. Do you want a bridge for road to go under rather than bisect the town? Hang on. Don't you want bridge for road to go under? I'm not really clear on what you mean. I'm just going to create a commuter circuit, basically. It's kind of like a subway, but overground. Think of it that way. Going to be near 40 Celsius here, Homey Live. Oh, dude. I've had enough of those temperatures. But thank you for 65 months. Right, let's do a... We can have that as a bypass line. I'm guessing diagonal platforms are not easy to do. Because if you put one down, it's kind of hard to do that, isn't it? You can't go... Like, literally all platforms have to sit on the diagonal, which I've just kind of realised. What's the walking distance to that station? It's quite a bit, isn't it? So another one, maybe here actually, would cover a lot of this. So what does that block signify? Because it's not walking distance. Because the walking distance is a lot further than that. Block shows how large the platform can be. I see. So if you want a... Wait, so is this considered to be part of the platform? So can you actually build in both directions? Is that fine? Extend the roads to the town before you place the station to see how far the station reaches future houses. You see, the problem with that design is you can't get a road to it, can you? Like, how do you get a road to that? Because if you bring a road into the side here, you can't build a track here. A road with rail tunnels above. Huh? And if you build it like that, and build your platform out that way, you're limited to that length. Like, that's the maximum limit you can have. I'm guessing you can put your storage like that. I'm guessing that's valid. But then at least you can have your road come in. How do you build it? Actually, that's not connected anymore, is it? Yeah, so that is not connected to the road because that comes into the storage bay. Is there a monetary restriction? At the moment, it's hard capping our capacity. Oh, it's actually gone up. It was 250k, but now it's lifted our limit because we unlocked some more stuff. So I kind of need to get rid of that just so that you can put a road in there. There's a thing that showed the catchment area of the town. Somewhat. Is it there? There you go. So that station is just about considered to be inside Rageville. You won't be able to make many houses because the new station is too far from the city centre. Yeah, I've just kind of realised that. Just like this weird limitation, isn't there? Like, you've got to get your citizens to the station, but equally, they can't go outside of this zone. So even if I put a station here, it won't matter because it's not part of Rageville. Yeah, I agree. Like, if this station would expand the zone a bit, that would be helpful. So right now, I can't actually build fisheries here because they're not inside that town. It's not possible. So I'm not sure this solution is even valid anymore, what I was trying to do here. I'm not sure it's going to help. You know, possibly a little platform here just to shuffle people around this side, maybe? I don't know. They'll only walk to here. That's pretty much as far as they'll walk. And yet the town limit is like that much. So they won't quite walk the town limit. You can make another city centre and bring them together, but you'd have to export the goods in between. Yeah. You can build 2 small stations on either side of the town and circle in between. Well, that's kind of what I was trying to do, except I forgot about this outer limit. Everything has to be done by train. So I think what we do is we have a station here and just shuffle people around there so that they get on a train to here and it takes them there and then they get a train to work, maybe. Assuming that's And this is the other thing. That is, of course, assuming that people will do that. Like, will they get on the train that takes them to this station and then get on the next train to go to work? I don't know if they'll even do that. Upgrade the roads later, which might have an impact on range. Well, that is possible that stone would do it, but, you know, we're at the capacity of stone now. And I've not seen an upgrade to the dirt road. It's probably behind build a house of worship. Hang on. How do we build a house of worship? A house of worship provides inhabitants with places to worship the great train. Capacity plus 100 clothes and 200 bread? Road movement range is 35 tiles. Plus 3,000 inhabitants. Plus 1 star. Upkeep of 5 cut stone. Okay. There you go. Woo! That just made them a little bit happier. That wants us to reach a population of 2,000 labourers and get a cotton farm. Okay, well, this is entirely useless. Unfortunately. So we need a little rethink here. Look at unlock 2 buildings. Yeah, probably. If we build a station over here, do you think they'll commute? If you build like a local circuit there, a train circuit, or even one maybe here, I don't know. I'm just trying to extend the range of the workers. Or do we literally have to start building another station and then changing some of the routing from here to here? Can we have a commuter run? Wait, village hall? Oh, that starts a new village, presumably. Maybe science you need to build more separate towns. I don't mind that, but I'm just wondering if I can get workers to here. If I build a station over here and some houses, can I bring them to here? Will they actually get on the train and go to work? Clothing shop and a bakery. Right, so that there represents the outer marker of that town. I think we just have to try it. Well, first thing we'll do is we'll just try this. We've got to learn. Right, we'll punt that off this way a little bit. smaller loop. Gives more space. Can you put an entrance on the eastern side and jump platforms to connect to the other station? You see, that is one station, right? And I tried putting another one of these buildings on that side. You know, like Transport Fever lets you put terminals on the other side to see if we could then feed it from this side, and it wouldn't let me do it. If you put down another small station, it treats it as a separate building. Like that's an entirely different entity to that. So it doesn't treat it as another terminal. And you can't just put a bit of road into this platform. It's not connected. So there is no terminal building that you can put in. You see what I mean? Maybe. There might be upgrades coming that I don't know about. Maybe. Let's put down a small station on this side of the map. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right. So if we do that, do that. So this is effectively a bypass. Game looks good. Yeah, it's pretty decent. So the block signal on the way in, chain signal on the way through. These might have to change to chains, because otherwise you could enter this section here being unable to get through that and block the whole thing. So then if you stop here on this commuter run, all you got to do is loop them back again. Like that. Maybe we'll have that for completeness. So then you would need a... Let's think about this. You need a chain signal here. Chain signal there. You need a block signal on the other side there. I understand what you're doing, but such a weird short trip. It may be complete nonsense what I'm doing, Venux, but I'm trying to make the best use out of this village, and I don't even know if they'll get on a train and go here to then get on another train. I do not know if the citizens will do that, but there's only one way of finding out. Right, so you need to change through there. It's a good test, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we've learned some stuff. This, like I say, this may not even work, but there's only one way to find out. And that's this way. Right, so we'll put the signal there and there. So block signal on the in and out. And then get through there, we'll have another block signal somewhere here. And this needs to come off the chain. Okay, I think that's set up. Right, so now we need to set up our routing. This is not happy because it needs to connect to a station. Needs a connection for loading and unloading actions. So does this have to be connected to here via road? Like that. Something like that. Pulsar's not how it works. It doesn't have a timeline as such. So, what we need over here is probably a water tower to serve the area. Probably need a market. Where's the market? Market, there we go. Now, if we put a labourer's residence down here, I want to see what happens. They're going to complain, probably. Worship not in range. What, are they demanding it now? Look at this guy. Worship not in range? Oh my god. They're demanding to worship the Great Train. I can't believe it. So if we put one here, would it serve all of that? It looks like it would. There aren't enough people working, which makes work inefficient. Try bringing in people. We are bringing in people. So now we've got a market and we've got people living here. I'm guessing they can't do very much apart from walk a very long way. I'm surprised it's not complaining. This is interesting. They're not complaining about living too far away from a station. But the fact of the matter is, no trains are running through the station, so they're actually walking a long way. So let's stick our commuter train in and see what happens. Could be, yeah. Let's see. Rageville, Commuter, workers. Can't type. So we go from Rageville 2 to Station 6. There you go. So it does that. Swap workers. Interesting. Is it swap workers? Loads and unloads workers at the same time. Best way to transfer your workforce. We're going to have to see if this works. I don't know if the game tracks workers being tired. Like if we pick up workers from here and drop them off here, they haven't done any work yet, so will they then get on a train that will take them to work? I don't know. Or will they just stay on the train and come back? Depends how smart the game is. Could load and unload and filter workers. We could, but don't forget we need to bring workers back again. Let's try this first, yeah? And we'll see if it works, and if not, we'll try something else. Why have you gone that way, you bird brain? Have I missed a signal here? Probably need a chain signal right here, don't we? Actually, I think that can be a block signal. If that was a block signal, the train would sit there, that's fine. Why are they going the long way? I don't get this. So weird. Okay, let's create a train for him. And then we'll see. Presets, we'll probably want a load of workers. Build. Deploy, go. Let's find out. Notice our planks is going down rapidly. Okay, so he's currently empty. Let's see what he does. Okay, he's picking up workers. 7 of them. I mean, you don't expect too many anyway. There's only one house though. But he picked up 7 workers. Now, are you going to unload or not? No, he's picking up more workers. I think this answers the question. I'm guessing you're just going to pick more up, eh? No, they're staying on the train. It's because they've not been able to get off at a place of work yet. I think that's what it is. I think we have to. We'll probably have to go for the force unload thing, because the swap thing assumes that they're going to unload at a place of work or back at home, and that's not what's happening. Wait, why was he blocked so long through there? Okay, so if we change it to... If we change it to load... labourers capable of fulfilling duties. So load workers from Rageville 2, then go and unload workers, and then no, that's wrong. Done it the wrong way around. Not that it really matters. Yeah, I'm thinking that, Harmar. I'm kind of... I need to rethink this through. Right, so go to Station 6 and load up on workers. Okay. And then go to Rageville and unload workers. And then at Rageville 2, load up workers. And then go back to Station 6 and unload workers. What's that going to do? No idea. No need to unload at the correct station. They should be able to walk, teleport back. Wait. Where's he going? Where's he going? Dude. Oh, that's fine. Wrong train. Where's the train gone? Is that it? Oh, he just went off on one. There he is. Let's see what he does. The signaling here is definitely wrong. Definitely wrong. Okay, so he's unloading at Rageville 2 right now. That's his current assignment. Yes. People on board. See, he's got loads of people on board. This is... I don't think this works, if I'm honest. I think the game assumes you're taking them from a place of work to home and back. It's not allowing you to do what we're doing here. So it's like he's unloading a load of people. I don't know where they're going. And then it's loading a load of people. I mean, it's, you know, it's swapping the workforce, but... Pressing all when on a train will show you all the wagons. Interesting. Okay, so there's 160 people on board. So it unloads them. Like, where do they go at this point? That's the question. Are we now getting 160 different people? Or are we just getting all the same people getting back on the train? See, I'm not seeing anybody tired. It shows them in red when they're tired, and they're not tired. So it kind of feels like we're moving the same people. So is it doing what we need? I don't know. Genuinely don't know. Every time you load, you are getting low workers. They're just going on a loot ride. Well, I mean, Raw James, I guess we could just do that, couldn't we? Rather than create a loop, we could just have the worker trains stop at both on the way through and swap workers. Not quite sure what it will do, but it will probably have the same effect. But yeah, I think for now what we'll do is we'll build some more homes over here. Because we kind of need that anyway. This allows us to expand a little bit. Yeah, but D-Storm, we was trying it with one house to see if theory would work. Wants to see what it would do with the workers. I think the solution... The solution is to, like the potato workers, for example, at the moment... Oh, the potato thing is slightly different. Quarry workers. So the quarry workers could stop at Rageville 2 and then at Station 6 and then carry on. So if you go to Station 6 and swap workers and then put that there. So it goes to Rageville 2, then it goes to Station 6, swaps workers. So in theory that will move people around the quarry, I think. And then coal workers. See, coal workers, because it's got a mixed consist. That one's slightly more tricky. Station 6, what workers? Rageville 2, then Station 6, then Sawmill. And then I think we'll just take that train that we had doing a loop and reassign it. And try that. Okay, so the commuter thing doesn't really work. I think that's the result. Is there any technological progression? Yes, but it's all hidden behind your own progress, not a timeline. So, say Transport Fever, as time will progress, and it will change technology. Yeah, it will unlock better, faster trains. That doesn't happen in this game. You're not progressing through a timeline. You are unlocking stuff based on what you do. And it kind of tells you up here what you need to do next. Hero in Hong Kong, thank you very much for 79 months, tier 2, sir. Hope you're well. Not heard from you for a while. Hope you're doing okay. GT Max, not sure if I'm shouting out your 11 months, but thank you, sir. So yeah, technology is unlocked by your own actions. There are not enough workers at the coal mine. Interesting. Do we need another train? I think it's that one that's doing it. Rageville coal workers. We could just change his consist to like... We either add another train or just change his consist. Yeah, so we could add another coal and another car off the back of that, I reckon. So it needs to be two of each. No, it needs to be 3 coal and 2. Maybe it's a frequency problem. Might just be a frequency problem. Yeah, we'll go with that as a preset. And we'll double up the trains. Just time zones regarding me. Relegates me to the VODs of late, but always keep on SquirrelPlus. Appreciate your support, sir. This bit of track here is actually slowing things down for absolutely... Oh, it's that bit of rock, wasn't it? I'm going to say for no... Like, can you not detonate rock in this game? Well, I mean, they're not complaining. I don't know if they're going to work, but they're not complaining of no work, which implies this is mostly working. I do feel like we need more fishing, though. Although the trend is consumption 90, production 100, so I think we do need more, if I'm honest. Let's build some more roadage. Fishing dock. Some marketing range. Okay, does that change everything? Production 140, consumption 90, that's fine. Right, I think we should possibly expand the potato farming because it's a bit rubbish compared to what we now know and how it works. We can actually have a distribution center driving multiple of these, I think. So we can probably do what we did over here. Have one platform, a distribution center, and then multiple potato farms. So we can change this and then we'll get on with the claim. Everybody, they literally are. It's fish and chips every day. Like, we should just call the town Harry Ramsden. And so we've got cotton and we can make clothes as well. Right, come on, you get out of here. Okay, they're lacking workers as well. We need more trains on this. So if we trash that and then come in with a distribution center, which can sit like that maybe. So that should be connected. It is. And then we can build a potato farm. How do we do this again? There it is. Game needs more tracks and music's burning a hole in your brain. Oh dear. Well, we can turn it down if it's too much. Right, then we need another potato farm, which links into this. So we could just have it like that. Oh, what? No, no, no. We're not having that as the last piece. That's not happening. It's them. Such harsh critics. Okay. Build another one. Should we build another one? Wait, let's draw the road in first. Let's get the road in for these two. Cool. I like how you can basically design your own farm in a very non-uniform way. So you can make it look a little bit more like organic in its design. That's quite nice. Thank you, Bowen. Say hi to your son for me. Okay, so this potato farm needs to have probably multiple track pickup. What we've got here isn't going to cut it. So I think what we'll do... Is that as long as it can be? Let's try that. And then we'll basically have another track. Like that. Okay. You could actually drive 3 platforms off the back of that, thinking about it. Might as well. Right, so chain signal on the way in, block signal for each platform, and then block signal on the way out. Should do it. There we go. We'll dial it back. Right, I think whatever we've got going to the potato farm needs to be a lot more range for potato workers. So that's basically got 3 cars of workers and 1 car of potatoes. Yeah. Maybe we're going to need a dedicated... We need probably another one of them. But that train can be a lot longer for a kickoff. I think 1 car per... You get 40 workers in a car. And then each one of these needs 40 workers. So we need 3 cars of workers. And then probably 3 cars of potatoes. And then 2 of those trains, I think, is the way to go. So I presume we don't have anything like that. Something like that. So we'll just build a new one. Yeah, how do we build that? Depot is too short for this train. RIP. That's annoying. We need to get the clay. I think I'd rather do that. I think we'll have 3 of them. Go. Right. I think that should take care of the potato situation. We're almost at 1,800 workers, and then we'll unlock some more stuff. So why don't we build some more homes? We've got planks, yes. Let's build some more homes down along here. And that should get us to 1,800, which will unlock the bakery, which implies wheat fields, doesn't it? That's what that implies. But I think the next thing to build is going to be the clay. We need to get the clay going. I know it says cotton, but I think clay is more important. We need a bigger train, bigger depots. Baked goods. You'll be able to have toast with your fish and chips. Amazing. Yeah, because if you look at here, the consumption of potatoes is way higher than what we're producing. So hopefully we can fix that now. This is the first one, maybe. Yeah. Let's follow him. Two workers. Woo! Let's go. But a whole lot of potatoes, hopefully. Network 17, 4 years. Happy 4-year anniversary. Can't believe it's gone so fast. Great community. Thank you very much. Appreciate the support, Network. A Motor Junkie, thank you for 1.5 years, sir. So he's just come in. He's got absolutely nothing. Are we just lacking workers, maybe? Inhabitants are unhappy. Oh, this person wanted a magic market. There you go. Don't worry, be happy. Wrong cart on one of the trains for potatoes. Is there? Let's have a look. Well, I've got a cold tender. I've got 2 commuters and 3 cars for the stuff. Yeah, I think that's correct. Yeah, you don't put potatoes in a gondola, usually. They go in like little boxes inside a boxcar. One train has flat wagons. Oh, great. Maybe I changed the wrong train then. Is it this one? No, that's the coal. Oh yeah. Hang on, we need to upgrade this guy. It's got completely the wrong consist. Right, here we go. So 78 tired workers. You can tell by the fact that they're red. So that's bringing back tired workers. The station is so busy. So busy. And it's got 4 platforms and it's still super busy. Pug, thank you for a bullseye. 50 months, sir. Is this game sweet? Oh, yeah. Still not got enough workers up at the potato farm. I'm hoping that it'll resolve itself. But the fact is, we may just have to build more homes. We've got the planks for it, so let's do that. They will probably want to be near a market. Five tired workers. Just can't get the staff up here. Nobody wants to work in the field. Infraspace, I've heard of it, but I haven't bought it. I'm not really sure what's the benefit of it, Pug. What's the USP, as we like to say? What's the USP, Pug? What would make it a good stream? See, we've got a lot of potatoes, but not a lot of workers going on. I'm just thinking the potato run doesn't go to Station 6, does it? Maybe it should. Like Transport Fever 2, but in space. Interesting. Yeah, potato worker run goes to Rageville. It could make an additional swap stop at Station 6, I suppose. It wouldn't need to unload potatoes. Just have a swap worker. So it goes Rageville, swaps workers, unloads the potatoes, stops here and swaps workers again, and then goes on its way. Might help. We'll see. I think I want to rename the station, though. Let's call this Rageville Main. And we'll call this Rageville Annex. Something like that. It's a bit better than platform Station 6 and 2, isn't it? Yeah, according to this, just not enough workers. Everyone's tired. Mine resources, deliver them, grow and expand. Have a quick look. It's been a while since I looked at it. There it is, infraspace. Yeah, it's on my wish list. Land on a distant planet and build a new home. A sci-fi city builder where the flow of resources goes through your city's transport infrastructure. Yeah, it's a very high-tech game, isn't it? I mean, looking through the comments, nobody's got anything above 100 hours. Or one person has. But there's nothing... Oh, there's one negative, and that's 1.8 hours in. Most people seem to like it. Still not enough workers at the potato farm. There we go. Now I've got enough workers. I think that little additional stop may have actually fixed that. Sawmill workers. That stops at the annex. That's fine. Cool. So I think they're doing the thing. Oh no, he did. He refunded it. In his comments, said something like, "Oh well, I'll probably come back and look at it on version 1." Sometimes there's just no pleasing people. So this is my early design, when I didn't understand the game. I wouldn't do this anymore. It looks cool, but I would not do that anymore. I think this track might have to move and put the... once we get longer depots. Right now we're struggling for workers. We need to build a bigger town. It wants us to build a cotton farm, but I'm thinking clay. I think we do clay next, not cotton. If by a game you refunded, do you get 2 new hours to refund, or is it the same? Oh, I see. You mean if you buy it, refund it, and buy it again? I've got a feeling you only get 2 hours full stop, but I could be wrong. Can the road cross the tracks? Not sure about that. Negative. But you can build a wooden bridge that allows travel across water and rails, so you could do that to get people across the track. Yeah, exactly. We need bigger, faster trains. That's going to be the because we're almost on the 3 o'clock hour. The next, in the second part, should we say, of stream today, we're going to go and hit this up. I'm not sure if I want a second village yet. I don't know if I want that headache. I know that the limit of this one is... How do we get that? How do we get it to display? There you go. So we can't really build outside of that box. The town can only ever get that big. But like, in order to access this area, I need to do something like this, like create another annex, which is somewhat annoying because they will not walk further than that. So if I build houses here, they won't walk to that station. So yeah, we're going to hit a limit soon. Like, they'll walk that far, and from this station, they'll walk that far. But we should be able to get quite a few homes along the way, because they will walk to here, and they will walk to here. So this is no man's land, though. If you put a house here, they can't get to either. Unless... change the road routing, maybe. Maybe there's a way of increasing the distance like that. Would appear not. Yeah, there's literally a no man's land right there. But instead of homes, you could probably build a park there, because you know it's no man's land. So just do that, and then everywhere else you can put homes. Like that, maybe. There you go. Put the water tower so you can get a drink before you go in the church, you see. Right. Break time. Save that. Pause it there. Right, I'm going to take a break now because it's 3 o'clock. After the break, we're going to go and hit this up. We're going to go and get some clay. That's going to allow us to build a bigger depot, which means bigger trains. So I'll probably rework this bit of track, build a bigger depot here somewhere, build some clay, and then we'll think about the whole cotton thing, etc., etc. So yeah, I'll be back in 1 hour's time, guys. I'm going to go and grab some food now, take a break, stretch the legs. You could even walk the dog, or the cat if you've got a cat. But yeah, I should be right back in 1 hour's time, so back at 4 p.m. So see you in a bit. Bye for now.